Hi and welcome to this tutorial. So quickly, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be designing this circular wave animation in Figma. And once we are done, we'll convert it into a Lottie file so that we can be able to use it for our web design and other things. Right? So without any waste of time, let's get started. So I'm in Figma and the first thing I'll do is bring up my ellipse tool and then click on my ellipse tool and I want the width to be 60 by 60 for the first one. So what I'll do here is to change the fill to a gradient. Yeah, so I'm using these two colors. For the first one, I'm using this color. It is 334155. And then I will reduce the opacity to up to 15%. I will do the same for this one. I will use this color and then do the same 15%. You know what, let's make it to 30. Let me see. Yeah. This should be, let's say, 40. Okay. Yeah, I think I like it this way. So let's leave it like this. Now, so what I'll do next is to duplicate this and then simple command D on MacBook or control D on PC. So, and then I will hold shift and option and then increase this to a reasonable size, say 90. So after duplicating, I'll increase the size and I will select the second one, the second ellipse, and then duplicate it again and hold shift and option on MacBook and then increase it. On PC, it should be shift and alt key and I'll increase it to 120. I'll repeat the same thing. I think this is all. So we have this. I don't think we need this again. This can go. Okay. So another thing I want to do is I just want to arrange this. I want the first one to be at the top, the second one to follow. Yeah, the third, fourth, and then fifth. Yeah, something like that. And I want to add a drop shadow to all of them. So just simple drop shadow. You can easily make adjustment to the drop shadow, but like this is fine for me. Uh, I'll add drop shadow to all of them. Yeah, I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. So after this, the next thing is to select all and then group it. Command G, or you can right click and then click on group. It's already grouped, so that is what I'm seeing on groups. So after having this, let's name this as cycle one. The next thing I will do is I'm going to duplicate this. So then what I will do is hold option on my MacBook or alt on your PC and then click and drag to bring it out. It will duplicate your selection. Now, once we have it, what I'll do is I'm going to select I'm going to select all of this ellipse and leave just the second ellipse. Now, after duplicating this, the next thing I'm going to do is let's duplicate this 5 times. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the last one, 5. I'm going to zoom out so that we'll see what we're doing. So on this first one, I'm going to reduce all the opacity and leave just this one. So I'm going to select from ellipse 2 to ellipse 5 and then reduce the opacity down to 0. Now, it is very important to note something. Whenever you're prototyping on Figma, never destroy an element. So what I mean, so instead of, you notice instead of destroying or instead of deleting this, the other ellipses, what I did was to reduce their opacity to 0, so that when we are animating, it's going to animate really, really well. So one tip is that never destroy any element. Now, the next one is we'll come and then, if, as you guessed it, we'll just select 3 to 5 and then change the opacity to 0, right? Let's quickly do the same thing for this. So we'll just select, we'll select 4 and 5, change the opacity to 0. This, we just select 5, change the opacity to 0. Good. And then the last one, we're leaving it. Right. So once we are done, we can select everything and make a variant of it, or make a component set out of it, rather. So I'll create a component set of all this. Let me name it cycle animation. And I'll come to my prototype, and here I'll connect this to this. After delay, the delay should be 1. We want it to smart animate. Yeah, it's out is fine, so I'm going to leave it. I'll quickly do the rest. For the rest, same thing. Smart animates from this to this. From this to this. Uh, okay, good. Then from this, go back to the first one. After delay. Good. Now if I bring this, if I try it, let's see whether our animation is done. If I drag this now, let's have a preview and see. Good, perfect. But it looks as if there's a much more bigger delay in the middle. So let's go and see. Uh, let's go back to our prototype and see something. Yeah, here. So it's supposed to be 1. Good. So if I come back to this place, and perfect. All right, let me try changing the background to black 000. And then let's preview it again. Good. I like it this way. Right, as simple as that. So we are done with this. Now the next thing is to convert this to Lottie. Let me bring this out. Let me select this and bring it out, so that will convert it to Lottie. So here what I'll do is, first you have to make sure that you install the Lottie plugin. It's called Lottie Files. If you don't have it, you can come here and then search for it under plugins, search for Lottie. And then this is it, this particular one. We'll click on it. Okay, it has to be inside the frame, so we can as well return it back to our frame. Select and then export. Okay. Let's try reducing our frame to match this 204 by 204. So our frame should also be 204 by 204. Good. So let's run the same plugin again and see. Run last plugin. Select our frame. Yeah. So that is it. We can change the background to black and see it play. We could add our duration, but 10 seconds is fine. And then I can save it or insert it as GIF. I can also save it to my workspace. Yeah. So and there we have it. Okay. So there you have it. We've The first thing was to create these cycles, then make them into component sets, and then animate them. Yeah, so there we have it, as simple as that.